We are about 15 or so miles northwest of world-famous Miami Beach as we are set for football at Hard Rock Stadium in Miami Gardens. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Los Angeles Chargers and the Miami Dolphins. The final weekend of the summer. Hope you're enjoying it wherever you are as we are off and running on EA Sports. This will make it into the end zone. And he returns this to the 22.
The Dolphins take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Here's the first carry from Matt Breida. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. 16 yards right off the bat for a first down. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed, but they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
And we take it down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. We're up 18 more yards there and another first down. Seemed like a couple sets of eyes were on the quarterback, so he decided, hey, I'm going to hand this off. Got a good gain out of it.
And you know you need good blocking up front in order to gain yardage, but every one of these RPOs, if you do it right and they look the same, whether it's handed off inside or the quarterback keeps it, that allows you to fool the defense so often. And in this case, the inside run.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Play 3 of the drive not as successful. They go backwards after those 2 first down gains. Now they'll throw with Tagovailoa. They'll find Williams on the snap.
Damn it!
Williams loses the football and picked up by the Chargers.
We have seen this before, and we know coaches preach about this and work on it all the time. Catch the ball. You know there's going to be some traffic somewhere. They've got to put it away and secure it as they try and get downfield.
They'll run for the first time with Austin Eckler. And he'll get this into enemy territory, but not by much as he's down to the 48. With a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
He's up 2nd and 9 at the 48-yard line.
Going on the ground with Eckler. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. It's a 4-yard pickup there, and it leaves him with 3rd and 5.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
The Dolphins bring on an extra defensive back on 3rd down. From the gun, Snell. He'll get this to Eckler. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. A gain there of 12 yards and a first down L.A. After getting that turnover on the first drive of the game, you'd hate to just stall out the momentum, go 3 and out. They're able to avoid that there.
Yeah, we talk about complementary football all the time, but I think it's a little bit deeper than that. Defense went out, forced a turnover, gave the ball to the offense. It's now the offense's responsibility to pay that off for them, to show respect to them. Hey, you guys got the turnover. We appreciate it. They want to continue their drive.
first and 10. Snell. And oh my goodness, what a catch at the 6. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5.
First and goal.
That's good for 28 yards.
Bro, what the fuck? They didn't let me go for the ball.
They'll run with Sanders. And he gets halfway home from the 4 down to the 2-yard line. Be interesting to see now what they do offensively down near the goal line after not much there that time.
As the offensive play caller, that may change your sequence now. Instead of coming right back with a running play, you may have to go to the air.
And there is nowhere for him to cut back as he's taken down in the backfield. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. Operating from the gun, Snell, and this will be caught in the end zone for a Chargers touchdown.
Los Angeles.
From 3 yards out, and the Chargers have taken a first-quarter lead.
Point after.
On those slants, everything happens so quickly. What makes it work?
The timing between the passer and the receiver. In this
Damn, I
case,
thought
a
I
slant
all did
route.
that shit to
Really,
man.
it's probably about 3 steps before you go on the slant. In this amount of time, I think it was a 2-step
All right,
deal.
come on, Miami,
He stood
goddammit.
the ground and got inside for the pass.
Got inside for the pass, got inside for the catch, and the score. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And last time the turnover on the fumble, and they were in enemy territory, so that had to be very frustrating. Down on the scoreboard here, can't do it again.
You nailed every part of what was frustrating. Down on the scoreboard, had a drive going, had pushed it past the 50-yard line, so they thought they were in striking distance, and to come away with nothing, not a good feeling at all, to put it mildly. Now they can't afford to do that again.
Yeah, now can they get that bad taste out of their mouth here? After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Looking to pass. Tua. And this is incomplete. Trey Burton, the one he was looking for. And that takes us from 2nd to 3rd down.
I didn't like the look of that play right from the beginning. I thought he should have seen the coverage that was there, tried to force it in. That one, he's fortunate, just fell incomplete.
Still throwing the ugly-ass ball.
Throwing is Tagovailoa on 3rd down here. And Jennings has it. And he is going to have the
Thank you.
Dolphins
God
first
damn,
down as they're
Tua.
able to get the 3rd down conversion. First time that they've called his number tonight, and it gets him a first down.
At the 41-yard line.
Fuck you!
And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So a decent game, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. Only people celebrating, the guys that just gave up that play.
Running out of the gun here, Breida. There he goes, left side. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Matt Breida, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Dolphins are an extra point away from tying up this football game. It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the first quarter, and we're tied 7-7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25.
5-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself,
come on, y'all, get to that. I need everybody.
Away from what you did before.
Crashing. I need everybody crashing.
But you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments. I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
Looking to throw on second down. Snell. He's
Thank you.
To fire deep. And he's got room.
What's it? Go to the right. To the right.
To the 43-yard line.
Intercepted.
Laid up again, caught that catch on you too, boy. This is good one.
At the 43-yard line.
On first down, here's Breida.
See what you can get.
Desmond King making the tackle.
Breida on the carry. Tackle made at the 38-yard line. It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5.
Four receivers to keep tabs on here. 3 of them to the right side on 2nd and 5. These two teams all tied after 1. Five yards remain on second down. Tua going to hand this one to Breida. And he'll take this one down to the 36. It'll be a pickup of a couple, and it leaves him with a 3rd and 3.
Now that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater, he just made a great play there.
Tagovailoa going to try and throw on 3rd down. Got a man. It's complete. Williams. Tua finding Williams for a Dolphin first down.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
And he'll lose yardage here. Going down back at the 28. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard.
This defense has really flown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense got to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
2nd and 11. From the gun, it's Tua. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 16 yards, a first down.
Nice job there of utilizing his big target. He didn't overthink it. Understands the catch radius. Understands that he knows how to use his body to keep defenders away from the ball. And puts it right out there for the nice pickup.
And this play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back to the 15. It'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 14. Tua going to throw. They'll set up a screen for Breida.
Good tackle.
Lose yardage here. Back to the
Good tackle. That
19-yard
shit was 6.
That'll wind up going for a
couldn't
loss
hold
of
off no
4.
more.
And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here.
That was 6. Good tackle, boy.
Tagovailoa working out of the gun. Looking inside, and it's incomplete.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
6-4. Come on, man.
Eddie Pinheiro on now. It'll be from the right hash, and it'll be a 36-yarder. The kick by Pinheiro is good. And the Dolphins will jump out to a 3-0 lead. So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays that when they have these types of kicks, that no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point is not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance,
come on, y'all. Play some defense. We got a new defensive coordinator this year. See what he hit on.
The Charger drive about to get going. A tale of two extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive followed by an interception last time out.
Now, it sounds like things balance out, right? What's that mythological thing that we do? If you have a candy bar, have a diet soda with it, it balances it out. And we know that's not really true, right? Because the interception, that sting lingers a little bit longer. Got to come out now and put together some nice plays.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Off the play fake. Snell. Finds the open man. It's Mike Williams. And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask. And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. From the gun, Snell. He's going to loft one deep left side here.
You know who that is? That's Byron, boy.
Byron Jones.
Don't be disrespectful.
Turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Hate this shit.
Coming out with a triple package to start the drive.
1 yard line.
They'll start on the ground with Breida. And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup.
22.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Well, he got what he could there, just trying to move forward and gain a little bit of yardage and create some space. You know the pressure is going to be tough defensively.
It's Tagovailoa from his own end zone. Caught left side, Williams.
Thank you. Give me a little space, baby.
To get this across the 10 before
being
taken down. 11 yards there, 1st down. 2 minutes remaining in the first half. 10-7, our score. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. This is Breida. And he'll take this one only up to about his 13-yard line. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
Now an open man. That's the tight end, Gesicki. It's complete. And he is out of bounds, able to get it across the 20-yard line. It's a 1st down on a gain of 10.
1st and 10 at the 23-yard line.
That's how you got to play to it. You got to just take what's open, man. I was trying too hard last year. We just got to take what's open.
Out of the shotgun, Breida. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage.
Taken down.
Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
On the play. 2nd and 10 at the 23-yard line.
On play action, here's Tua. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 15 yards on the play, 1st down.
Well, remember, they tried to give him the ball and let him run on the last play, but I think the light bulb went off in their play caller's mind, and this time, they get it to him the more conventional way, and it's much more successful as well.
Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup.
And that was a beautifully executed screen pass. They let the rushers get upfield and get the escorts in front, meaning the offensive linemen, other blockers out in front, completed the pass beautifully. So now you've got all that open space.
Shit.
The big guy.
I ain't mean to throw that. That's my fucking bitch, motherfucker. That's my fault. That's my fault. I didn't mean to throw to him.
And they are going to take over right there.
I got him. I got the fucking button mixed up. My fault, too. That's my fault.
He tried to drive that
That's my fault.
into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
The Charger drive about to get going. You're down 3 under a minute to go. How aggressive are you going to be in this spot?
Not as aggressive.
And the Dolphins rush gets home. Down he goes. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Operating from the gun. Snell. And he coughs up.
Let me get that!
His own goal line. And this will be
Let's go!
in the end zone. The defender gets there, and it's a touchdown. Once that ball was loose, the question was, would this be 2 or would it be 6? It's 6. The defense able to pounce on it.
And for the offense, the training didn't really kick in, did it? Once that ball comes loose, you got to get out.
We got a new fucking defensive coordinator.
Punch it out of the end zone.
Shaking shit up around here.
Defense to score a touchdown.
And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kicks away.
They only get better in Miami. Let's go.
Taken in the end zone. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee, and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The Charger drive about to get going, and they've got to be still reeling from the events of a moment ago. What a turn on that last play.
Let's go.
You're about to take it in.
Volano.
Get some points on the board. Instead, you cough it up and watch them take it the rest of the way to the opposite end zone. That's a 2-score swing that you just gave up.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. They'll keep it on the ground again here. And he'll push forward here for a good little run as the clock continues to run. So we reach halftime here in a 10-point game as we send you up to Orlando.
And that's why I ain't had no fumble recoveries, none last year.
EA Sports halftime report. The Chargers going to get the football first here in the second half, and they trail as we get back underway. Fielded in the end zone. And the half will begin with a touchback. The Charger drive about to get going. Here's Eckler to begin the drive. And he'll wind up with about 6 up past the 30 to the 31. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now, the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. That one good for 33 and a first. If they're going to try to complete this comeback, they need more runs like that from him, because until that point, he's been virtually shut down.
I see what it is. They'll let your ass run the same play. I like that.
To be in the air, but his ability to break off those types of runs, you can get big chunk plays on the ground as well, and he just provided one.
On first down, Snell eluding the pressure right. And he's going to keep it here. And a loose football.
What's wrong with you? You better get out of bounds.
The Dolphins. And he's into the clear. He's at the 30, 10. And this is brought all the way back. A fumble recovery and taken to the house for a Miami touchdown.
That motherfucker D turned up.
The offense, they've had some sloppy moments. Sloppy there again on that one, and it could be the backbreaker.
From a defensive perspective, if the offense is going to be sloppy, you've got to take advantage of that. And that's what they've done all game long.
Extra point splits the uprights, and that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. Taken in the end zone. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25.
25-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. And they weren't on the sidelines for long, but I'll tell you what, I'm glad you and I weren't down there. We could hear them, the coaches from all the Dolphins get there this time, and they bring him down. So they will accept the penalty and move forward.
Illegal contact where? Illegal contact where?
Throwing on first down. Snell, and they're not able to hook up there. Incomplete.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
Ball on the 30 as they come up 2nd and 10. They'll run here with Eckler. And he'll slip his way up across the 30 to the 32. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
It's a gain of 2 yards. And it's 3rd down.
To throw on 3rd down. Snap.
Ooh, that's me. I couldn't get it. I couldn't turn around. Baker, I couldn't turn around.
There, they forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that
motherfucker D's hot.
Here's Sam Martin now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team.
He said we're going to fuck the offense. We're just going to get a new defensive coordinator, shake things up on the D. Damn, can I get 15? I was just going out of bounds.
8 yards on
let the offense do that and just make our D better.
And it'll be Dolphin football.
Tua just got to play better.
Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And in enemy territory last time through the interception. We'll see what they do on this drive.
Can't wait to see how it alters what they decide to do in play calling. Do they continue to throw the ball? Do they want to lean more on the running game? It'll be an interesting sequence of plays that they've got coming up.
Does it often affect the play calling with the interception? How much does that change what you do?
I think it does depending on why the interception was thrown. Sometimes it's just a matter of the defense made a great play, so you continue to come back. But if it's on you, if the offense just doesn't have the confidence, if they're a little bit shaky, maybe try and take the pressure off and run the ball a little bit.
Tagovailoa to throw on 2nd down here. That one complete to his receiver, Jennings.
Damn!
Jennings lost the football and picked up by the Chargers. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line. These defenses have become so opportunistic, and no matter what you're playing, in this case, wide receiver, you got to be careful.
You certainly do, because there is a phrase in today's football that we use all the time: completing the process of the catch. Well, it's after you do that where the trouble begins, right? Meaning you've tucked it away, you're trying to get
my niggas not big hitting.
Someone's always coming up trying to rake at the ball and knock it free.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. And he'll be hit as he
Can I get a pick?
It, and that'll fall incomplete.
He threw the ball right to y'all. He don't even want it. He's throwing the ball right to y'all.
It's going to be 2nd down.
In any event, it happened pretty quickly. I'm not sure he made the right decision on that one. I think if he had to do over again, he would have found a different target downfield. But he made his decision, and that one's incomplete.
Back to the air on 2nd down. Snell.
Good throw, boy.
Caught at the 8. And he takes it in for a
I knew that was going to be open. I thought I was going to get there faster.
Touchdown, L.A.
A nice throw there by the second-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that's the kind of play he would have made as a rookie. Because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to a second and sometimes third progression. That was a nice play.
So the lead back down to 10 as things get a little more interesting, and the kick is away. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line, so bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision. Loses him about 4 yards. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points.
Shit.
They got to make up for that here.
We always hear about empty possessions, but some are worse than others. You can have an empty possession, punt the ball away, get yourself set to play defense, but when you turn it over, it changes momentum, and when they take it downfield and punch it in on you, that's a bad possession all the way around.
Yeah, but you're hungry to get back out there, aren't you?
You better be, because otherwise, it's going to be a long day.
Throw the ball away.
Chargers able to get the pressure and bring him down. The former number 3 pick, Joey Bosa, bringing the lumber that time. And that'll be marked down as their first sack of the game.
Well, they had 6 last week, and this offense did its homework, didn't it? Because they saw all that pressure, and they really worked hard to tamp it down and beat it back. And they did a great job in the first half. And now they've gotten their first sack.
And that's caught inside the 35.
Exposed.
And he is going to have the Dolphins first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. That pass was heavily defended on third down. But you know what? He's one of the best in the league at body control. And he showed you why there.
So what that tells you is that the guy throwing the football understands his guys.
Damn it!
Give them
I thought he fumbled again.
and realize that even in a battle,
hey, Slim, stop hitting my man like that, man. The fuck?
11 more on that one and another first down.
1-yard line.
God damn it.
Here's Tagovailoa on 1st and 10. Now they go screen. It's complete. And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
They'll try to run with Breida. And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down. Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal. Extra bulk up front for 2nd and inches. 3 tight ends. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. Matt Breida with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Dolphins are able to grow their lead.
That drive that really increased their cushion.
Motherfucker.
Felt very military to me. Very precise, methodical. That's one of the words you've taught me. And they just got it done.
And slowly but surely now starting to pull away a little bit. Things looking good for them here in the third quarter.
Not only pulling away, but you mentioned that slowly but surely. You also drain clock, too, with a drive like that. So you really give yourself an advantage.
So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. Fielded in the end zone. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2-minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
Good look, boy. Good look. Baker, get your ass over there.
But able to get it up past the 45. The end result, 21 yards.
First down, Chargers.
Here's Eckler. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. In trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
He's going to loft one deep left side here.
Why you can't play with him? I think that's on me anyway.
Picked off Byron Jones.
Roughing the passing. Oh, that was a legal man downfield.
So they lost yardage and they declined the penalty. There's no logical reasoning to do that.
I'm trying to go through this little Rolodex in this small brain of mine, and I'm coming up with nothing, partner. I've got zip on that one. Take the yardage, right?
So it's everybody on their team, big hit.
I don't get it.
I don't get it.
You are absolutely right.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. I'm sure that's going to be the formula. Just keep the ball on the ground. Keep that clock moving.
And when you have the lead this late in the game, above all, stay in bounds. Yes, take care of the football. Yes, gain yardage, but stay in bounds and let that clock tick.
Too small.
He's able to outmuscle him here as he pulls it in. 22 yards there, a first down.
For a Miami Dolphin. 1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Throwing now is Tagovailoa. Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
So 2nd down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. Going to the air, Tagovailoa. He's going to rifle one deep left side. That is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down.
You dropped that, you bum fuck.
It's 3rd down.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep 2 eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting 2 hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit. Even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
He's got a man. It's Williams. And he is going to have the Dolphins first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. That, I believe, will put him over 100 yards receiving for the game. Yes, it will. And he's got a first down to boot. Tua setting up shop to throw again.
That was a bad throw. That was a bad throw on my man.
Desmond King picks it.
That's a bad throw, bad throw, bad throw, bad throw, bad throw, bad throw, bad
Intercepted.
That is the play they needed in a 2-score game here in the 4th.
That was on me, not you, too.
They did what they had to do to give themselves a chance to get back into the game. They turned it over to the offense. They are now in charge.
Now they need to execute.
Shit.
And now the throw here secured by his running back out of the backfield. They'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. From the gun, Snell. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off right around the 43. And a huge return as he'll take this one all the way down inside the 30-yard line. Boy, so another interception, CD. It feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his 2nd season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
They run with Breida. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line.
Number 22.
5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
After a gain of 5, they'll wind up being about a length of the football short here on third down.
That's a nice job there defensively, being able to diagnose that little touch pass. They saw it coming, converged on him before he could get much out of it.
They'll try to pick this up on the ground with Breida. And he picks up the first down yardage as he takes it down to the 16.
Good.
3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving.
Brandon, when a defense just simply can't get off the field on third down, and we all know how important that down is for both sides of the ball, you often feel like you're just a step behind whatever they're doing offensively.
And one of the differences in this game, no doubt, third down conversion, and that is going to be a story they'll talk about after this one. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Here's Tagovailoa to throw. That is caught at the 7-yard line. And the Dolphins are going to be set up with a 1st and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1. A nice pickup of 14, and it moves the stick, sets up a 1st and goal. And they've got 3 tight ends here on 1st and goal to add some extra mass. They'll try to run this one in. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
It's a loss of 1. Brings up second.
They run again with Breida. And he pushes forward but comes up short of the goal line as he'll get a yard down to about the 1.
Ball carrier.
That didn't just feel like good defense there. That felt like pride, didn't it? He's already gotten into the end zone twice, trying to get there for a 3rd time. No one likes to have the hat trick against him.
Fuck. Run the ball.
Now they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. Now Tua. And he's got it. Touchdown. Oh, but there is a marker on the field. So now the question, who is this on? And yes, they want the points, so they will decline the penalty. No question there.
You don't think they spent a couple seconds mulling over what the penalty
I don't even know why they asked the sideline.
Not at all. When you put the ball in the end zone on a takeaway, take the points and keep moving.
Pinheiro now to add the extra point. And that PAT pushes the lead up to 23 now.
Makes the score Dolphins 37. Chargers 14.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Taken about 7 yards deep. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. To throw again. Snell. And he comes back with one complete. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 11 yards there. 1st down.
First down.
So from the 36 now. 1st and 10. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Charger football as we welcome you back from the 2-minute warning. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. And the Dolphins Dolphins rush gets home. Down he goes. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking scheme.
Man, they won't even let you audible to the same play. I love this shit.
When you're running back in to try and keep you clean.
Damn, they won't even let you audible to the
Zero accountability, and a sack resulted.
Intended for number
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about, and you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent, and that allows you to make a play on it, and oftentimes knock it away.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down.
Hello?
Off play action. Snell. Flush to his right. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down.
So we'll recount real quick. He had the touchdown earlier, and now he comes up with the sack here. No doubt about it, he's having himself a game.
I was wondering why every time I hit the joint, I thought the fucking controller was fucked up. That's cool. I like that shit.
Here's Sam Martin now, standing just outside his own goal line. 44 on his first punt, and this is a good kick as well.
Hit big catch.
So possession goes over here on the punt. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And 3 timeouts remaining here defensively, but really not much reason to use them at this point as this one is all but over.
If they use the timeouts here,
it's
strictly for show. We got a plane to catch.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
I don't want to overhype it, but this is a big early season game, especially an overtime win. That can give you a big boost going forward in the season.
It certainly can, and I don't think you're overhyping it because cliches go out the window when you start to play overtime. And you're right, the winner of this game now, that's an extra boost moving forward. And it actually is an extra hurt for the team that loses because normally you shake it off. But in this situation, it lingers a little bit longer.
So that's a wrap for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, and this has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. For more, check us out at easports.com. The Dolphins are winners here as we say so long from South Florida.